That's the music you get when the Irish and the Lions lose. That's no fun. It's boring and upsetting. But hey, we're still a wrong call
And
sportscast.
even more sad, we lost an episode.
We did lose an episode
This
too.
is the
So
second time we're recording this episode.
today is Thursday, the 23rd. We recorded a bomb-ass episode for everybody on Tuesday night.
Yeah, we did with Bobby T.
Bobby T. LOL.
From Lafayette,
Instagram.
Indiana.
Check him out. But yeah, we came in on Tuesday night, did our thing like we typically always do. Had a blast.
Had a fucking blast.
Robert just wanted to come down and see the process because he wanted to try a little bit of podcasting on his own with some friends up in West Lafayette, and said, "Hey, can I come down and check you guys out?" We're like, "Absolutely." And he got here, and we're getting all ready. Get a mic set up for him. He says, "What are you doing?" I didn't think I was talking. I just wanted to watch you guys work. Like, dude, if you're here, you gotta converse a little bit. So, unfortunately, we lost it. Winterhawk Studios had a power outage.
Yeah.
Shortly after the recording session was done. So, here we are on Thursday doing it again
Wiped
for
it
you.
all out. But hey, fuck it.
That's right.
Let's do what we do, buddy.
We do what we do. So let's get into it. Like I said, we started with sad music because Notre Dame lost.
Detroit got
Detroit
bitch
lost.
slapped.
We'll get into those here in just a few minutes. So, in the world of golf, because there's no racing news, Yagi,
The room.
no room for you. Sepp Straka won the American Express Open this last weekend. You know how much he won?
More than I make.
$1.5 million.
Yep.
Why am I not better at golf?
Well, hey, you got plenty of time to practice.
Well, I do, but I'm in my 40s now, so by the time I get good, they already put me on a senior tour.
I was going to say, don't they have a senior league?
Yeah. So next up is the Farmers Insurance Open at Torrey Pines. Very great golf course there in California. California. So that is Torrey Pines South Course this weekend. The TGL, which we've brought up a few times, is up and going. That was on Tuesday night. Next week, Tiger Woods' team and Rory McIlroy's team face each other for the first time. So it's a ratings boom for ESPN. So they're going to love that shit. But if you like golf, you would really, really enjoy watching the TGL. So definitely check that out.
You might enjoy it. You might enjoy it.
If you like golf, it's definitely very entertaining to watch. So seeing the golfers that are all serious on Saturday and Sundays and the weekends on TV, when you see them on ESPN, they're cutting jokes. They got them all mic'd up. They're interviewing them during the match, and they're messing with each other and giving the opponents a hard time and stuff. So it's fun. It's definitely fun. And like I said, seeing a different side of some of these golfers like Tiger Woods and Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler, stuff like that's pretty cool stuff. So if you're into it, golf, check it out. NHL, Western Conference.
Hell yeah.
Central Division, the Winnipeg Jets are 31-14.
The Jets.
In the Pacific Division, the Vegas Knights are 29-14.
Mm-hmm.
And then over in the Eastern Conference, in the Atlantic Division, the Toronto Maple Leafs are sitting at 30-16.
Yep. My beloved Leafs.
And then in the Metropolitan Division, the Washington Capitals sitting at 31-10 with Ovechkin still chasing.
Yep.
I did not look when we recorded Tuesday. My notes were that he was 20 behind. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if they've played in the last two nights or you got another.
I'm sure they have, but I didn't even think.
Yeah,
I didn't even think to look
my
that
notes
up.
that I have are from Tuesday when we recorded, so I neglected to update my notes. So there's a few things that may have changed when you hear this already.
Yeah, normally when we record, I do the mixing on Wednesday. And
Yeah.
I got home after work, and that's when I found out the bad news.
Yeah, he texted me. He's like, "Dude, we lost the episode." I'm like, "Get out of here." Come on, Robert. He all gone.
Yeah, all gone.
We lost it.
But oh well.
So-
Hey, maybe we'll get Bobby T down here again and
Oh, definitely.
pick up where we left off.
Yeah. So NBA news: the Eastern Conference, Cleveland sitting at 36-6. In the Western Conference, OKC 35-7. Our beloved Pacers are 24-19. 8-2 in their last 10 games, so they're back above 500 and starting to play a little bit better. Currently, they're in Paris right now playing.
Why?
International kind of. They're trying to do what the NFL does, man.
But in the middle of the season?
They're playing NBA games over there right now. Yeah, I don't know who they're playing. Again, notes were from Tuesday. It's Thursday, so.
Yep.
But the Pacers are in Paris playing a couple games. So.
Figure that's something you do at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, mid-season. I don't know. Again,
Oh, well,
NBA.
fuck it. Anything for money.
College hoops. which is where I'm going to start changing my attention to.
Still got to build your brackets, fuckers.
Yeah. Yegi's going to start paying a little bit more attention to hockey since we're running out of I'm
the
pigskin.
Transitioning over to the puck.
Yeah, and I'm transitioning over the hardwood with college. Hell with the NBA, but college. So Alabama, or I'm sorry,
pitchers and catchers report soon too.
That is soon too. Yes, we will start on that as quick as we can. Auburn is number 1, a 17-1 record. Duke number 2, number 3 Iowa State, number 4 Alabama, and number 5 Florida. The Boilermakers have moved up a couple spots, 6 spots actually, up to number 11 with a 15-4 record. They've had a couple big wins over the weekend through the beginning part of the week. The Hoosiers, on the other hand, have not. They are, well, when I did this information that I was getting together on Tuesday, they were 14-5. Now they are 14-6. Took another ass whooping by Northwestern last night. Currently,
so, the nerd college whooped their ass.
Yeah, whooped their ass. So when Mike Whitson after the game,
is that a medical or engineering school?
I think it's medical. Yeah, Northwestern up there on the lake in Chicago.
I know it's a bunch of fucking nerds that go there.
A bunch of smart motherfuckers. Expensive place to go to school.
That's why their teams suck.
Yeah, well, they're better than the Hoosiers. So there's that. But yeah, so IU beat Ohio State in overtime a couple days ago, but prior to that, they lost to Illinois and somebody else. So they lost.
I think it was Greenwood High School, wasn't it?
Probably so. Yeah. So the Hoosiers are on a downtrod. The Boilermakers are working their way back up. So,
Boilermakers have figured out how to play without Zach Edey.
They have, and Zach Edey's actually. I've been catching not a lot of highlights, but some highlights. Edey's been balling pretty well in the NBA. So
he should
kind
be
of fun
good,
to see. He's a monster.
Well,
he's put on a little bit of weight.
Actually, transitioning back to using a center.
When you got a guy like that, you have to. You gotta figure out
even though they still got teams that chuck up fucking 70, 80 fucking.
But you've also got a guy that's the same size as Zach Edey and that Victor Wembanyama, the French kid, that's dropping dimes.
Wembanyama,
yeah, something like that.
Whatever.
Victor,
Vic,
Webby, Webby.
Vic.
Yep. So there you go. There's the hardwood news. Then we'll get on to there was a last college football game of the year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was Monday night. My beloved Irish and the Ohio State Buckeyes, 34-23, and that game wasn't close until the fourth quarter. Really, Ohio State was whooping their ass the entire time. I blame you, Michigan, and Michigan fans for what Ohio State ran through the playoffs and did. Because if it wasn't for that ass whooping that Michigan gave them, they probably would have thought they could play how they wanted to, when they wanted to, and Ohio State got beat by Michigan. They're like, wait, we're better than this. Hell with this. Come on. I blame Michigan.
Well, that's throwing shade at somebody that have anything didn't even make the playoffs.
It's my logic, Yegi. It works for me. It helps me sleep better at night.
I say whatever makes you sleep at night.
That helps me sleep better.
Because that's fucking stupid.
Well, it works for me. Okay. It's the only way that makes me happy of them getting their ass whooped.
All right.
So that's what I'm going with.
It's stupid and gay, but I understand your logic.
NFL news. There's been some more recently, and I might remember a few. The Colts hired a new defensive coordinator, Lou Anarumo.
Yeah.
Who was
from
the Bengals defensive coordinator? Which initially, when this news broke, I was like, wait, they scored.
Their defense was fucking.
They scored 30 points in 5 games and lost.
Yeah.
So how is this an upgrade? And then I'll go, well, Gus Bradley. So yeah, I mean it's. Gus Bradley had the Colts at like 29th.
The
yards
Colts,
per game.
Colts were the 29th.
And Anarumo had Cincinnati at like 26th in yards per game. Okay, so
huge upgrade.
It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade nonetheless.
Oh, and the Colts also signed a wide receiver from
a Canadian
Football League.
Yeah. Way to go.
Ballard's wheeling and dealing.
Watch out. He said, by God, we're going to build them from outside now out in Canada. Not,
whatever.
Not in the draft or free agency. We don't want NFL players. We want Canadian football players.
Yeah, he gets the best athletes, not the best 100%. NFL players.
Character people, Yegi.
Ones that he can mold into stupid bullshit.
Right. We re-sign our own here. Or Canadians.
We're homegrown.
So, Lou Anarumo. Now,
built, not bought.
Andy told me he had read a bunch of stuff, and I started reading a little bit, checking into it. Anarumo was the DC the year that Cincinnati went to the Super Bowl. So he'd been there for a few years.
Yeah, he's been there for a while.
But I guess the one thing, Tony Dungy said in an interview yesterday, I believe it was, that he's really excited about the hire because the guys like Gus Bradley run the exact same defense.
Yeah, he changes per team.
Per team, he changes the strategy, but you got to have the athletes to do it. That's probably part of the problem why it was so bad in Cincinnati this year. They only had Hendrickson, the defensive end.
Yeah.
It's the only guy they had. So he will change his defense based off of who they're playing, which is nice. It gives the offenses that they're playing something to think about because you're not going against the same, Tampa 2 or, something like this the whole freaking game.
Remember back when Dungy was coaching, a team would run a 3-4 or a 4-3 or a Tampa 2 or a cover 2 or whatever. And that's literally what the teams were, the defensive. They stuck with that scheme.
Yeah.
But then, obviously, the league changes, whatever. But as far as Cincinnati, it's rumored that the defensive coordinator for Notre Dame is interviewing for that job.
He took the job.
He already took it?
Well, I don't know if it was there, but he took a job. I just saw today that Al Golden was the defensive coordinator for Notre Dame, is leaving for the league. So maybe it was that one, but I just saw that come across my feed.
He was interviewing hard. Cincinnati was coming after him pretty hard.
It may be.
I don't know if somebody else jumped in the mix or whatnot.
Yeah, but
I tried to look at a brief NFL news today, but
he left.
It's just
the
more
Irish
sad news for the fucking Lions.
Yeah, he left the Irish and going to the NFL. So that came out today. The Bears hired him a new coach, Ben Johnson, the coordinator from the Lions.
That's one coordinator gone,
and then the other one, Aaron Glenn's gone to the Jets. He's at the Jets. That's new since Tuesday. Tuesday night we had Ben Johnson. We didn't have Aaron Glenn yet. So,
and the linebacker coach from the Lions is going back with his buddy Mike Vrabel to be the defensive coordinator for the Patriots.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That was today.
Okay, and the Pats hired Josh McDaniel back as the OC.
Josh McDaniels is back. That's his perfect role.
He's been amazing at OC.
He's an amazing,
horrible head coach.
He's a quarterback whisperer.
Yes.
So Drake May should be fucking happy.
And that team should be happy with Vrabel, Johnson, or with Vrabel and McDaniels back, and Drake May. That could be a if that freaking dynasty comes back to life, I swear to God, I'll burn Gillette down. I'll never use another razor in my life. Is it still called
Gillette?
What the hell? I don't know.
Stadium's changed names so many times.
I'm not completely sure, to be honest with you. So that's, again, there's probably some new news that popped up, but these are my notes from Tuesday, and it's currently Thursday. So you got anything else to add to that? Rants and raves and news.
I think, Detroit's window might have just slammed shut.
Completely slammed shut.
Which is pretty sad. Man, Washington just walked in there and sucker punched them right in the fucking mouth.
We'll cover that game when we get to it. But, the window's definitely maybe closed. Dan Campbell's a hell of a coach.
Yep.
And I think any player in the league would love to play for that guy. But, boy, you got to have a scheme, and you lose that much in the coaching staff, it's going to be tough.
Yeah. And hopefully they can figure it out.
Yeah. So, recap. That's it. That's what we got. We're going to we'll cover these games here in just a moment.
Yep.
We will be back. We are back, and I bet you didn't even miss us. You didn't know we were gone.
Did you guys like the commercials?
We did. We got some. Man, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, I'm telling you. So, per the research department, Mr. Brad Damron, our week of the playoffs last week, Dave, including the college football championship game, because we picked that as well.
That one saved me.
Yeah, that one saved you. You went 2-3 for 40%. I went 2-3 for 40%. For the playoffs overall, currently, only NFL, not the college one, we are both sitting at 5-5.
All right.
So, and
there's only two left.
Only two left. On my bona fide bets last week, we'll get to that point. I went 2-2 last week. Did not hit the lock, though. So I hit my Irish with a lock.
Halfsies.
I won money, right? So, I'll stick with that idea and make sure I'm happy. That makes me feel better. So,
it helps you sleep at night.
It helps me a little bit. You ready to recap these games from last week, bud?
Fuck yeah.
The divisional playoff round. Let's see here. What did we start with? First up on Saturday. We had 4 games last weekend. 3 of them were awesome. One of them was not that great. So we started off on Saturday with the Texans at the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs got that one 23-14. And a little bit of controversy in the game.
There's a lot around that. Like I said the first time we recorded this.
Tuesday. Yeah, we had a great conversation about this Tuesday. I'm sorry you guys are going to miss it.
Well, I'm going to try and rekindle it. I'm not big into conspiracy theories that the games are rigged or anything like that. But there was blatant evidence.
Calls.
I probably evidence is not the right word. There's blatant fucking eye candy.
Yes.
That America got to see.
And went, are you kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding me?
When Troy Aikman, a Hall of Fame quarterback is like,
you got to be kidding me.
This is enough. All right, come on. Those two guys hit each other, not Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing a flag.
They called, the two Texans defenders ran into each other.
Yeah.
And Mahomes slid underneath them, and they still got the personal foul.
Yeah.
And then Mahomes' bitch ass tried to pull LeBron on the sideline.
Or Reggie, whichever one you decide.
LeBron.
LeBron
is I like.
LaFlop.
Yep. But most of the audience is probably getting old enough to know Reggie.
Miller? Yeah. Reggie was good at it, though. He was really good at it.
Oh, he was really good at it.
That's back when the NBA and the Pacers were fun.
Yeah.
Reggie,
the Hicks
Mark
versus
Jackson,
the Knicks.
the Davis boys, the dunking Dutchman, Rick Smits.
Yeah.
Good times.
But, he's purposely, it's on film, he purposely slowed down before he stepped out of bounds.
So he can get the flag.
And they got touched in the back and then flopped himself. But thank God they didn't call a flag on that one.
They did not on that one.
Yeah.
Troy Aikman might have lost his mind on that one because he was upset about it. It's getting a little, like I said, you don't want the refs to decide an outcome of a game.
Exactly. The refs should let them play and not impact the game.
Yes.
If it happens in the game, it's their job to be like, that's bullshit, buddy. You should have never fucking done that.
We talked about this a little bit on Tuesday night, and I'd like to bring it up again. At the end of the year, every year, going into the next season, all of the owners and the big executives have the competition committee.
Yes.
They go in. We're going to change this rule or that rule. That's where they decided to change this new kickoff rule for safety, which is a little boring. They need to do something with the onside kick because it's
the dynamic kickoff.
Yeah. But those little things that they change to try to improve the game, improve the safety, all of those things, which are necessary for the game to move forward. But I think they're going to have to look at some of these personal foul penalties. They let them review the targeting calls, right? The personal fouls, the targeting, they can review. If they call it targeting, they can review it. If it's just a personal foul, I don't think it's reviewable. Am I correct?
They only call targeting in college.
They don't do it in the NFL?
No.
Is it a personal foul?
It's just personal foul.
Okay, and those aren't reviewable. The personal fouls aren't.
No, and they should be.
Okay, they are in college. In college, they are.
I wouldn't mind an extra minute or 2 minutes. How long do these reviews actually take? I mean, think about it.
Well, back in the day, remember they had to the ref had to go to the sideline, put his head in the box, and 2-3 minutes. But they've changed that and sped it up on all of the calls.
Well, technology is advanced.
Because New York's already looked at it. Hell, on our TVs at home, before the refs get done with it, we've already made a decision and watched it 15 times in a 30-second span.
And from my understanding, we still get a different camera view than what New York is getting. But this being it, New York should be the hub. They should already be on the phone
and saying this is not
bullshit.
A penalty, or yes, that's a flop, or yeah. Some of those things.
New York, the way I see it, ever since everything was reviewed in New York, but it's only the last 2 minutes of each half on a scoring drive is when they review. What the fuck are they actually doing?
Yeah. New York, again, we just say that's what they say. That's where the hub is.
They could be wiping our ass with this excuse or whatever. But you've got Troy Aikman going, this is bullshit. You've got every game now has an NFL rules analyst that's watching.
In the booth.
And that guy was like, that's bullshit.
Yes, he's like,
and
that's
he's an ex-ref.
And some of them are like, well, per the rules, that's the call. I don't think a flag should have been thrown there, but it's getting to the point of a little bit too blatant with Kansas City, to the point that you don't want to lose the integrity of the game and put it into the other.
No,
let these guys play. These guys are getting paid millions of dollars. They're putting their self on the line for this stuff to have an outcome of a game decided by a referee.
Exactly.
There's too much money and pride.
Yeah, there's a lot of money now that gambling
you put gambling into it too. I mean, that's
because Al Michaels used to say, "Per your entertainment."
That's right.
He couldn't say point spreads or anything, but he's like, per your entertainment, this team is the favorite.
Yeah. So I think it's something that the league has to look at.
It really needs addressed because that game became NFL playoffs. There's a lot more people watching that are more casual fans.
Yes, when it gets to the time of the season,
they like to see who's getting ready to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and if they are an NFL fan or whatever, their team is probably either out or whatever. But this shit has been going on all year.
Yeah.
With the conspiracies that Kansas is whatever.
Yeah,
but that was a
put
nationally televised game, and it was there were some blatant fucking calls.
Yeah, they have to address it because it's getting out of hand. So.
Yeah, when your announcers and the rule analysts is calling bullshit, you probably need to listen.
Exactly.
And what about Joe Mixon getting fucking fined for a TJ Houshmandzadeh tweet that he retweeted?
I didn't see that story. I saw that he was fined, but I think I saw a headline today that it was repealed.
No, they fined him again.
They fined him again
for calling bullshit on.
Is that what it was? I just saw a headline today.
TJ Houshmandzadeh made a tweet.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon retweeted that because it was his tweet that they read it on, not Houshmandzadeh's, and Houshmandzadeh's not in the league.
Yeah.
They fined Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon comes back out and says, "What are you going to fine me for something an NHL guy does now?" They fined his ass there again.
I didn't know
for being an asshole.
Wow.
That's bullshit.
Bullshit. League, get your head out of your ass.
Right.
So, yeah, that was that game. A quick little side note on that game. The Houston Texans are the first team in NFL postseason history to outgain their opponent by 100 yards, have 0 turnovers, and lose the game.
Exactly.
So that gives you a little bit of something, little something to think about there.
Yep.
So,
but either way, the Chiefs are the Chiefs, man.
They are.
I mean, they are. Okay, after that bullshit, 2 over the top and Mahomes slides under, and got that penalty call. But that next play by Mahomes
to Kelsey,
when he's on his tip to falling, that was fucking magic. That's a real play. That is awesome.
See,
that's what we like about the NFL,
point.
The real stuff.
This stuff with the league, this conspiracy theory, if you will, I just did air quotes that you didn't see, but it takes away how special Patrick Mahomes is.
He's the magic man. He is. He's
because
awesome.
You feel like they're getting. I mean, they've won a lot of games very, very. I mean, 1 possession, 1 or 2 points.
But that's what good teams do.
They do 100%. But when you put this idea out there in the world that they're getting this favoritism or they're getting the calls by the ref, it takes a little bit. It takes some of that. I don't know the word. It takes some of that away from. It takes some of the credit away from what they're really doing.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean? Because you think, well, yeah, he's awesome, but if it wasn't for the refs, do they win this game?
Yeah, because
if it wasn't for this call, do they get that?
The internet allows a lot of casual fans that don't really understand the game.
Yeah,
like I don't. Whatever the play it was in almost the middle of the season when
Jared Goff's knee touchdown and he got it off Montgomery.
Was it that? Yeah.
And everybody
was losing their fucking mind.
He was down.
He wasn't touched.
Yes. Yeah, that's the casual
fan.
So
that's the casual fan.
Yeah.
But they're allowed to flood the internet with bullshit.
But they're the ones.
And then the other casual fans jump on.
Yeah, but those are the guys that are, again, takes a little bit away from what Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce have done.
I think they're doing amazing things.
They're unreal athletes. Patrick Mahomes can go down as one of the top 5 of all time. I mean,
probably
he plays amazing football. I hate the Chiefs because of the dynasty run.
If you're not a fan
but
of
I
that
respect
team,
what he
you
does.
honestly get tired of.
That's it.
You know you're at this phase. You know you're a good fucking team.
They're amazing.
When everybody but your fan base hates you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you're at this phase right now in Kansas City.
Yeah, where the entire country hates you.
The entire country fucking hates you. That's how good you are.
I saw a tweet from somebody the other day. It was pretty funny. It was like the entire NFL walking into Kansas City this week for the Chiefs game, and it showed it was like a battle scene from like the Avengers.
Oh, the end game.
Yeah, end game.
Yeah, against Thanos.
And it kept dropping all the every other AFC team's helmets on like Thor walking in and shit.
Yeah.
You know, the whole place is coming after Kansas City.
Yeah, it's everywhere on the internet. You can find it on the web.
Lots of good stuff on the internet. So that's enough about that game. That was just the first division game.
Kansas City is, until you can beat them, they are the champs.
They are. So there was a stat I saw in the last 14 years. There's only been 2 quarterbacks in the AFC Championship game.
Fucking Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes.
That's some bullshit. That's why I hated the Patriots.
Mahomes has been in the championship game the last 7 years.
Yeah. So in the last 14 years, it's been.
And Tom Brady's been on 2 teams and was still in the fucking AFC Championship. He was in the
NFC. He was in the NFC.
Yeah. Then he went to the
it's been Brady and Mahomes. Damn it.
I mean, hey, props. The GOAT and the kid.
Yeah, the GOAT and the kid. Yeah, like I said, the magic man. Mahomes is special. He's very special. Talent.
I'm not taking that away.
As a football fan, he's amazing. I would have him on my fantasy team every year if I drafted quarterbacks early. But
Well, this
I
year
went to the 7th round. I took Anthony Richardson this year early.
Yeah,
That fucked me, didn't it?
Well,
shittiest quarterback of the year.
Of the year!
That didn't work out. All right. Next up, boy, you want to talk about a Saturday night football game?
Oh, yeah.
It Commanders and the Lions.
Amazing fucking game. Amazing fucking game.
It was. You mentioned earlier when we started the show with the sad music that the Lions window very well could have closed, but what a season!
Not because of that game. Not because
not because that game.
Only because that game ended their season.
Yes, yeah.
But Washington. Hey, I give all the props to Washington. All of them. They walked in there and they punched the fucking number one NFC team right in the fucking mouth.
So we did a promo for the show that we were supposed to that we recorded on Tuesday. Has Jaden Daniels had the best rookie quarterback season of all time? Now, statistically wise, I went through and looked at the top 10, and unfortunately, sorry, I don't have them, but looking at the top 10 quarterbacks of all time, rookie quarterbacks that, and I don't, this was just a sports writer, like Sporting News or something that I read the story on, was ranking the top 10 of all time. And he had Jaden Daniels at number one. Not because statistically, because there's been guys like Cam Newton had a 4,000-yard rookie season.
Yeah.
And ran for 700 yards and 6-7.
But they weren't in a championship game.
Exactly.
He won a lot of people some fantasy leagues that year.
Dude, he was monster. I mean, Justin Herbert's rookie year, RG3's rookie year, monster stats. So there's been Ben Roethlisberger's rookie year, huge. So there's been a lot of really great rookie quarterbacks that have started their rookie years and had spit
it out, swallow.
Yes. Have had amazing seasons in the league, but none of them have taken their team this far. They haven't taken their team to the AFC, NFC to a championship.
There is 6 of them, and Jaden Daniels is the 6th one, and we'll get to that.
Okay. But to play like he's playing like a vet.
Yes, he totally is.
The game is not too fast for him. He has massive poise in the pocket. He's the way he's kind of actually a scrawny guy in relationship. If you look at him,
he is pretty. He's a.
I mean, no,
skinny little
he's
guy.
not a small guy by any means, but he's not built like a Josh Allen or
Everybody hears that term: first in, first out. The first into the building, last out of the building. At the end of the day, this guy literally is.
So we talked about this a lot on Tuesday night, and I've read a lot of stories about it that have come out this week about Jaden Daniels. Some company in Germany has some software that he does a virtual reality training that when he got to Washington said, I need this, give it to me, this is how I train. So at 6 a.m. in the morning, he's up with a VR virtual headset, practicing against whatever team he's going against that week, looking at their defense, and they've sped it up like 1.7 times, 1.75 times. So he has to read the defenses faster, see what coverage they're in, make his reads quicker for his learning progression. And it shows on the field. Like I said, the games, they always say when these rookies get in, the game's just so fast. It's so much faster than college. They got to keep up and catch up. Jaden Daniels does not look phased at all by any means.
He doesn't. And I think they've got, now that Dan Snyder's out of the way, I think Washington could be poised
for a very, very
to be a
strong run
in that division.
And that's a division like nobody's business.
Yeah, and those are 2 Dallas ex-coaches. Their ex-defensive coordinator and their ex-offensive coordinator.
Dan Quinn and...
not Kellen Moore. I went stupid all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's all right.
But, those are 2 ex-Dallas coordinators, offensive and defensive.
So, Jaden Daniels is playing phenomenal. He got to go down as one of the best rookie seasons of all time. I'm impressed. Our buddy Andy's a diehard
he got a new sweater.
Diehard Washington fan.
Got a new sweater. I don't know about diehard, but he got tired of watching the Colts get their ass cooked.
So, but like week 6, he said, "I'm switching my allegiance to the Commanders." Almost said Redskins again. But
you can still say Redskins.
The
it's
Redskins.
allowed.
It's like Deer Creek and Mark Square Arena, shit like that. But they're playing great. Detroit played well, but we've been talking about Detroit for weeks, leading up to the playoffs. That all the losses they had on defense, the only way they win games is by putting up 30, 40 points.
Yeah, they still did.
And they did. They won those games.
That game had over 70 points scored.
31-45. I mean,
Yeah.
the over-under was like 50.
They almost got 1,000 yards in offense between the two.
Yeah, the over-under was set at 55.
It was an exciting fucking game.
It was a great game.
I was only heartbroken because Detroit lost.
Yeah,
now we think the window's closing, so
especially with the loss of the coordinators, it's a shame. It's a great team. I love Dan Campbell, but I mean, impressive win by Jaden Daniels. And the
Commanders. I give them all the props. Go Washington.
Definitely. Now Sunday,
beat them fucking Eagles.
Sunday we had two games. Started out with the Rams and the Eagles.
Yep.
This turned out to be a great game too. It really did. The start of that game, it was nice. Well, it wasn't nice. It was cold as shit. But you can see all the field. You can see all the numbers. You can see the hash marks.
It had a little bit of rain.
A little bit of flurries, little fluff and fluff, and then the sleet started. It was bouncing off the helmets. You could see it.
Yeah.
And by the fourth quarter, you couldn't even see where the first down marker was, man.
All the Eagles players are like, I'd rather play on that shitty ass Brazilian field than play on that again.
But you know what? They still got Saquon.
That ended up being pretty good game. I mean, the Eagles were taking it to them.
And Stafford came back in the second half, put him back in that game.
Yeah,
he had a chance to win at the end.
When Barkley made that run, that second TD run, we're like, this is fucking over. And whatever announcer was that was calling that game, 3 minutes later, he was like, 3 minutes ago, we thought this game was over.
Yeah.
And Stafford is bringing them right back in.
That was a hell of a finish and comeback.
It was real shitty that it ended.
The incompletion to Puka that he overthrew.
There was nothing there, so he just had to throw it out of bounds, and that was
he did run out of
that
time.
was it. That was it.
Yeah.
But Puka was catching his nuts off at the end. He had great shit. Stathu Mafford was bringing him back, but that last fourth down play, there was nothing there, and he had no choice but to throw it out.
Yeah.
So there was no.
So
I've no chance to see a fucking
Yeah,
what could have happened?
Oh my goodness! Yeah. But I talked about this with some guys at work after the game, as well as the Rams played second half basically, which is when the weather was so shitty.
Yeah.
It could be cold, but if there's no snow and all that shit there,
well,
you almost wonder if the Rams come back and win that game.
Is a king of the NFC North. Remember that he played in the NFC North forever. So
he was in Detroit, but he played in Green Bay.
He knows how to play.
He played in Chicago.
Shit. Yeah. Because he said a day or two before that game, snow doesn't bother me. It's what happens to the ball. Sometimes it's sticky and feels good. Other times it's like a sloppy fucking pig.
It's slick.
And it's hard to hold on to.
Yeah, so it's so hard, slick, you can't grab it. But, I mean, the hero of that game was obviously Saquon Barkley. I mean, he's been the leader of that Eagles offense all year long. He's been dominant for that team.
Saquon's like, it's fucking cold. Well, normally because you're in Cancun on vacation.
You ain't been this far in the playoffs, bud.
You don't know nothing about it. Many games in a year.
You've been a giant. Yeah. I mean, 200 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. One of them was a 79-yarder. The other one was like 50-some yards.
Yeah, I mean, he got it done.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts had like
the first touchdown of the game
41 or 45-yard fucking run. But he tweaked his knee too.
Yeah, that's questionable. At the end of that game, the gal interviewed him. Said, "How's the knee?" He said, "We won the game, didn't we?" He's like, "Yeah, but are you feeling okay?" He's like, "We won the game, didn't we?" He didn't bring it up, didn't talk about it. Now, I saw a headline today, which unfortunately I was too busy at work to read, but it said update status on Jalen Hurts, and I didn't happen to read it.
He was full practice.
Okay, so should be good to go.
Yeah, I looked at it before you got here tonight.
Okay, so that was another really, really good game.
It was a good game. I love snow games.
Oh, you too. I think they're great.
It's wintertime.
Going into that game, I said on the broadcast they were talking about. Remember, I guess it was 10 years ago when LaShawn McCoy ran for like 200 yards in that blizzard in Philly.
Oh yeah.
And Saquon Barkley texted LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah,
and said, "Hey,
how did you do
this? What happened?" And LaShawn McCoy sent all the information to the equipment staff and to Barkley, so he was ready to go.
Yeah. Keep your feet in front of you. You can't do your fantastic cuts.
That's right. But Barkley's just a monster, so
he
got it done. But Jaden Hurts only threw for like 100 and some odd yards. Going forward, that shit ain't gonna work.
Well, you didn't have to do too much because Barkley.
200 yards.
It literally turned into a ground game for the Eagles, but it was a fucking air attack for the
Rams.
Rams.
Oh yeah, because the Rams couldn't get. I mean, the Rams had a couple fumbles. Hell, the Eagles did too. But that Kyron Williams fumble that hurt them. But I mean, it's the weather. It's football. It's playoff football, man. You have to account for those things. You have to play through them.
Eagles have the #1 defense right now.
Oh yeah. So they're looking good.
So my NFC Championship game just got blown all to hell because I thought it was going to be Rams and Lions.
Yep.
Which I wanted. Stafford going back to Detroit to go.
Would have been glorious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was with you on that one too. That's what I wanted to see too.
Yeah. And the Rams were dangerous, and they did play to
they
the
came
end.
back. I mean, they did.
Yeah.
Somebody asked Stafford after the game when he was all upset if he's done, and he made it sound like he ain't finished yet.
He said he's not done, but then his wife sent out a cryptic text or tweet or whatever the fuck you kids call it, X or whatever.
Social media world.
Yeah. She mentioned something we're not really sure what the future holds.
Yeah.
But then again, she's another wife that should probably shut up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that wives need to shut up, but this is your husband's
anti-feminist and stuff. Nothing like that.
Oh, yeah, I'm fucking evil. I'm just saying don't speak about things that don't pertain to you in certain situations.
Until you know about it.
Because right now, Sean McVay is freaking because he had a fucking follow-up. He's like, I need to know what Stafford's doing
right
ASAP. Now. It's very fucking critical.
Yeah.
So quit.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
Talk to your husband.
Just
let's talk.
If he ain't saying nothing, you don't need to be saying anything.
Yeah.
Don't fuel the
Don't
fire.
throw that shit out there.
Yeah, just
in
chill
the world
out.
for everybody to freak out about. So, all right, we finished off with the game that we all were waiting on all weekend.
Yeah.
The
MVP
battle. My man Josh motherfucking Allen, Mr. MVP himself.
Yeah.
At home, they were underdogs at home against the Ravens. So
everybody loves the Ravens.
Boy, this turned out to a hell of a game. The press conference afterward, Lamar Jackson was pissed off about the turnovers. But he was talking about himself, too. I mean, he turned it over.
He should be.
He threw a pick. He had the one he was trying to do too much, scrambling around.
That's what I said. It comes down to he's going to think he's the only one that needs to fucking do it.
That can make a play.
And don't get mad at Mark Andrews.
Yeah, Mark Andrews, yep.
Yeah, because that was only to tie the game.
It was. It wasn't for the win.
But all the Ravens fans and everybody is that we could have won that game. Bullshit, dude. You still had to come down the fucking field.
See,
and you had to kick it back off to the Bills.
I can understand as if I was a fan of the Ravens, I would be furious in the moment that it happened. But cooler heads prevail, and you think about it, it's like Mark Andrews is part of the reason you got there in the first place. A fantastic season, a fantastic career. He doesn't drop very many balls. It's unfortunate. How do you think that man felt? I mean,
no shit.
That's his career. He does this for a living.
But that would have only tied the game.
It would. That doesn't mean you win the game.
No, not at all.
It sucks for Mark Andrews. He's a he's a top tight end talent in the league. Yeah. He's been consistent. He's been a security blanket for Lamar Jackson for years.
Yeah, he actually helped develop Lamar Jackson.
It sucks. As a fan, you go, oh, damn, he just lost the game for him. I get it. I understand it. But, you know.
He didn't lose the game.
No, I know. But in the moment.
I know, but a lot of people are
shitting
their pants and busting his nuts.
Yeah, for no goddamn reason.
Death threats, all this stupid.
People,
go fuck yourself, man. People. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, we're fans of the game for shit like this. Regardless of who your team is. This is
where the casual fans come in, and they have a bigger voice than real fans, because real fans
understand what we're talking about right now.
They were like, this conversation that was just to tie the game.
Yeah, but the guy is a phenomenal player.
He's a fucking Pro Bowler, obviously.
Yeah. So it sucked for him. I'm pulling for the Bills all day long. So I'm glad he dropped it. I'm glad he dropped it.
I'm glad he dropped it too.
I thought it was a great moment. I didn't want to see overtime.
Yeah,
I want to get this shit one and done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that turned out to be a great game. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson both played well. Josh Allen is, he didn't throw the ball very much. He didn't have to.
No, he didn't have to. That was really a game that you really couldn't throw that much.
No, not in that cold weather. Obviously. The problems you had with that slick, cold ball.
Cook was getting it done, so just keep doing it.
He handled the business.
They also got to take advantage of the turnovers.
Exactly. The turnover margin makes a difference in the NFL.
Which I knew Lamar in big games like this, he thinks is so much better.
What was his playoff record? Something he always wins the first round, or he's like 2-5 in the second round.
Anytime they get in the playoffs, he wins one game.
Yeah.
His kryptonite is the second game.
Okay.
Josh Allen's kryptonite is Patrick Mahomes.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all there is to
it. The Bills are 4-1 against Mahomes in regular season and 0-4 against them in the playoffs.
That's when they met up and Bills kicked the shit out of them earlier in the season.
Yeah, Mahomes said, "I'll see you again."
I'll see you again.
So
hopefully MVP comes through on Sunday.
I sure the hell hope so. We'll break down that game here in just a few. But that's our recap. We have one more section here. All right, it's time for
the best quarterback of the week.
He still gets me like that. I try to go in with it, but I'm like, it's the best quarterback of the week.
Yeah, we'll pick that up next season.
The playoff portion got me, man. He threw me for a loop last week.
It's
damn it.
Playoffs. Yep. So
you're still going to get some shitty. It's all right. Just hang on. You're going to get some shitty, too.
You're going to get some shitty. You're going to get both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
But I want to honor the big dogs. So we still have the big dogs playing.
The big dogs are playing. It's playoffs, baby.
Let's give them their time.
It's what?
Playoffs?
Oh, yeah. Jim's back. Hey.
We haven't heard from him all day.
Love Jim.
Come on, Jim. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in.
Anyway, I always want to honor the big dogs, so I'm going to give you 3 up and 3 down.
3 up, 3 down.
3 of the best, 3 of the worst.
3 good, 3 bad.
Starting it from 3 to 1 on best to worst. And I have a little stat breakdown.
He got side notes, he said.
Rookie quarterback situation making it the championship game.
Side notes.
So, either way, we're going to start with number 3
in
on the best quarterback of the week.
Okay.
It is Sir. He's knighted. He's on his way to his 3-peat. He's going to try Mr. Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Captain Kermit himself.
Oh, my goodness.
177 yards.
Travis, you should be open.
Yeah, please get open. All right, Kermit, I love you. 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions.
What was his yards? I'm sorry, you missed that. I missed that with the Kermit
177.
voice. Okay. Yeah. I shot 177 yards.
1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Starting at a 98.3
and it gets
QBR.
better.
It does get better.
Okay, so 98.3 is on our good list.
Yes.
Our good of the week, not our shitty of the week.
Right.
98.3. All right.
Coming in at number 2.
Tua.
Lamar fucking Jackson.
Lamar.
254 yards. MVP candidate.
2
touchdowns.
Okay.
Looking good. Already playing better than defending NFL champ.
Yeah, absolutely.
1 interception. What's not shown on his list, he also had a fumble.
Yeah,
but that doesn't count against QBR because he was running. He was a runner. But his QBR is 114.4.
It's a pretty good jump there.
It's a very good
3
jump.
to 2.
So, I mean.
Way to go, Lamar.
I
mean, congratulations. But hey, guess what?
Dogs.
The Ratbirds lost. Mo, the Ratbirds lost.
I'm sure he was happy about that.
I guarantee he was happy. Yeah, he was real happy.
So, anyway, the rookie phenom, Jaden Daniels, is your number 1 best quarterback of the week.
Go on, Jaden Daniels. I love this kid, man. I do.
Yeah, he's got moxie. He's got moxie.
He's got it.
He's got 299 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, with a 122.9 QBR.
Boy, good job, Jaden Daniels.
That's good
buddy.
shit. He walked into Detroit, punched him right in the mouth like a grown-ass man.
Cashed his fucking ticket to the NFC Championship game, didn't he?
That's a fucking fact.
Yes, he
That's
did.
a fact, Jack.
Don't you come back. No.
No. All right, you guys all ready for the best part?
Wait, you said you got a little side note there.
I'll save that for after
Okay.
everybody's favorite shittiest quarterback of the week.
God, I love that segment. I love this segment. I think I just love young, shitty quarterback of the week. Really,
yeah, it is fun. It is fun. It rolls off the tongue. Rolls off the tongue. But these are also big dogs here.
Okay,
these are big dogs.
Well, it's playoffs.
They're the only ones
it's
left.
Playoffs.
Oh, Jimmy, you're right, damn it.
Yeah, these guys are here for a reason. These ain't the shitty guys. These ain't the guys that are on our list every week not making the playoffs.
These are the good guys playing shitty.
Exactly. This isn't Anthony Richardson throwing for 10 for 97 for 17 yards and 4 picks. Okay.
But it's sadly their numbers dip down like the regular season shitty quarterbacks. Anyway, number 3, Jalen Hurts. 128 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Yeah, not good.
91.3. Really close to Mahomes right there.
Yeah, exactly. Mahomes on the best list.
Yeah, Mahomes is on the best.
But they got them a Saquon, so.
Where there's a Saquon, there's a Will. I don't know.
We can come over that later. You got to come.
Oh, Saquon, you see. Give the ball to me.
Hey, that was my team name. Oh, Saquon, you see.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because I had that.
That's why it rolled off the tongue.
Yeah. We've had this all season.
Number 2 on the shittiest quarterback of the week. MVP candidate, Josh motherfucking Allen.
My homie, not my homie. My homie's on the
my homie.
Damn.
127 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Keep in mind, he had 2 rushing touchdowns in that game.
Those do not apply to the QBR.
Into this.
That's right.
86.7 QBR.
All right. But I'm not putting because of 2 rushing touchdowns. I ain't.
Hey,
going on QBR, how we do
this guy does what he has to do to get his team to win.
Whatever it takes to win the game.
That's why he's MVP.
Whatever it takes to win the game.
And number 1, shittiest quarterback of the week. Breaks my fucking heart.
Oh, poor guy. Well, we ain't got to use that in a minute. We've already got through all the coach firings.
The team that I thought was going to fucking run the fucking table, but got punched in the fucking mouth by the rookie, Jaden Daniels,
America's
the
new team.
number 1, same game, the number 1 best quarterback of the week,
and the
shittiest quarterback of the week in the same
Mr.
game,
Goff.
Mr. Jared fucking Goff.
Mr. Goff.
Crazy stats, 313 yards.
Yeah.
That game put up a lot of yards.
Oh, it did.
Only 1 touchdown. 3 picks.
That's it. Did it.
He got his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped.
Well, he got smoked.
Game. And here we go. 59.7.
Jared, come on, buddy.
It's hey, Washington walked in there and fucking punched him right in the mouth.
They did their job.
It is.
They came in there to win the game. We play
to win the game. But
hey, would tell you.
At least the Lions won a trophy on the way out because Jared Goff got the shittiest quarterback of the week. Sorry, you got to go home, though. You can't get one next week.
Yeah. Sorry, Jared Goff. We were pulling for you, I swear to God. But I really didn't care who won that game. I just wanted one of them to win the game. So I'm happy with the Skins. And
I cared.
Yeah. All right. You got a little extra for us.
The Skins have fucking trophies.
The Skins
Detroit
got trophies.
does not.
True that.
Anyway, all right, everybody's wondering, Jared Daniels made NFC Championship game. How many fucking rookies have made championship conference games?
Rookie quarterback.
AFC
or we're just talking to quarterback class.
Just talking quarterback class, rookies
to
lead their fucking team.
There's been championship game.
There has been 6 total in the history of the NFL. Jaden Daniels is number 6. So we do not know his results yet until next week on Championship Sunday.
Okay, but he's the sixth rookie quarterback to make it to a conference championship
exactly.
game.
NFC or AFC.
Yeah, conference championship game. Gotcha.
So here I was looking at these dates, and we're all thinking, well, at least I was thinking, well, this should be a long time ago. But think about it. Rookie quarterbacks sat behind an established starter for a year or 2 before they came in. So they did not start as rookies.
Yeah.
That
trend didn't start till the early mid-90s?
Well, obviously, it started in 1999 with Sean King for the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Sean King, yeah. He took them to the NFC Championship game?
Yes, he did, against the St. Louis Rams.
Greatest show on turf.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably the one that propelled them to the one over the Titans.
Yes, yeah. In the Titans got their Music City Miracle.
Titans lost by half a yard.
Yeah, Kevin Dyson, I believe it was, the receiver that stretched out.
By half a yard.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Sean King.
So 1999. So that's your first rookie quarterback
That was the first year a rookie quarterback to divisional championship
game.
Yes. Conference championship. Okay. Sean King, 99.
And it didn't happen again for another 5 years. 2004, Big Ben.
Yeah.
With the Steelers, lost against the Pats. And that's when the Pats were right in the middle of their fucking dynasty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
but Big Ben as a rookie took him.
I think that's the year of or the year after they beat my Panthers in the Super Bowl for the Patriots.
Okay.
Which would have been Brady's second.
They won 17 of them or something like that. So.
Way too fucking many. Either way, all right. And then we wait another 4 years, 2008, Joe Flacco with the fucking Ratbird Ravens.
That's right, because he
versus Big Ben and the Steelers.
And Big Ben, is that the year he got a Super Bowl?
Probably Big Ben, yeah.
Or is that the year?
Keep in mind, all these rookies have lost.
Yes,
not one has won.
Yeah, if I'm not, I think that's the one he got to. Who beat the Steelers in that one? Was it?
That would have been. Was that Arizona?
Arizona
with
didn't
Kurt
win
Warner?
that one. Did Arizona win one?
No, the Steelers.
The Steelers beat Arizona, so that's not that year then. Because the Steelers beat Arizona. Remember, because the James Harrison 99-yarder?
Flacco lost.
Oh, Flacco. Yeah, we're talking. Big
conference games.
Big Ben.
Yeah, but
okay. You're right. That was the year they beat Arizona in the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl with that.
Yeah, because we're talking about Flacco
Antonio
losing,
Holmes fucking tightrope catch at the fucking thing.
Amazing
Larry
game.
Fitzgerald made it real fucking interesting.
Yeah, okay.
All right, the next one, only 1 year later, Mark Sanchez.
The Sanchez?
Yeah.
Took the Jets?
Against the Colts.
Yeah.
The Colts let him in.
They did. Let him in the playoffs. They rested their starters that year.
They had to face him in the AFC, and then the Colts went on to lose to
the Jets that they let into the playoffs.
No, they didn't lose to the Jets.
Oh, you're talking about that's the
because these are rookies that made it to the championship game.
Yes.
But
we lost to the Saints. Kendra's husband, onside kick, Sean Payton, Drew Brees.
But you let Mark Sanchez and Ryan into that. Rex Ryan.
Yep.
And the latest one, it took 2009 to 2022 was the next rookie, Brock Purdy.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Yep. 49ers.
Yeah, NFC Championship game.
49ers versus the Eagles.
Got beat by the Eagles.
And then the Eagles got beat by the fucking Chiefs.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. And that's when we started this whole Kelsey fucking bullshit.
Just Taylor
either way,
Swifties and
Kelsey
stuff.
retired. But either way, yeah. So will Jaden Daniels break the curse?
Get a win in the NFC Championship in the divisional championship game?
Yeah.
I sure the hell hope so.
He gets
Me
the
too.
fucking win.
I really want him to.
Sorry, Hunter, but fuck them Eagles, man.
You know, Hunter is an Eagles fan. He watched the game with me at home on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then on Monday night, believe it or not, poor kid. He's an Ohio State fan. Not like a diehard Ohio State fan. You know, of course, Notre Dame is playing.
He's seen him on TV a time or two?
Yeah, so we're watching the game, and I'm getting frustrated and mad as hell, right? And he's like, Josh, I like you more than I like Ohio State, so I'm just going to sit here and not say nothing because he said, I like you more as a friend than I like the Ohio State Buckeyes. So I'm pulling for Notre Dame, buddy. I'm sorry.
Well, don't be sorry for rooting for my team. Goddamn.
Yeah, because I was just in a pissy, crappy mood. But,
well, hey, stressful situations bring out stressful
the only thing we've got left to do is pick the conference championship game.
Yeah.
And we'll have to be back for that in just a moment.
Yep. Short commercial break.
Right after these messages from, we'll have that eventually. All right.
Back.
We are down to 2 segments left, and it's picks and bets. We've only got 2 games to pick and 2 bets to make.
Yeah, only 2. God damn it.
That's it. It's conference championship time. We're running
Championship Sunday.
Championship Sunday. We got 2 games this Sunday for all the marbles, baby. Who's going? Who's staying home? Whose season starts a week earlier than the other? That's what we're coming down to, Dave. And
well, they can start planning for next season.
They can start planning, losing coaches and shit like that. You know, who knows? Did you see
still
Josh Allen a couple weeks ago? They were talking about the offense coordinator for Buffalo is like one of the top gets.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, in the press conference, like, oh, he's horrible. He calls terrible plays. You don't want him. You don't need this guy. You don't just avoid him. He sucks. All right. Championship Sunday, baby.
All right.
Here we
go.
With the NFC Championship game.
At 3 o'clock.
At 3 o'clock on Sunday.
Sunday on your local television network.
On Fox 59. We have the Washington Commanders at the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are a 6-point favorite in this game at home. So, what do you got?
We got
Break
weather.
it down for me.
We got weather.
Current weather situation is 39 degrees and partly sunny.
Oh,
no
Commanders.
Snow. Commanders. I'm on them. I'm in.
I'm rooting for Commanders.
I'm rooting for Jaden Daniels. I'm rooting for a team that's ahead of schedule. I'm rooting for a rookie quarterback to break the cycle.
To break the fucking list that I just broke that. Yeah.
Get the first one to get to the Super Bowl.
Let's do it.
I'm not a huge fan of the Eagles. I love Saquon Barkley. I think he's been a massive, massive addition to the Eagles. But Jalen Hurts is going to have to throw the ball to win the game. They can't rely completely on Saquon. Saquon's going to get his, don't get me wrong, but you're going to have to make some plays in the passing game. And I'm not real sure the way the entire playoffs have win if that's going to work out for Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith and
A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert. They've got the weapons.
Yeah.
They're just not using them. So,
well, they couldn't last week.
Well, he got sacked 7 times last week, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe. Oh, yeah. And the Rams are the only team in NFL history to have over 16 sacks in 2 games in
the playoffs. Yeah. Well, he got sacked 7 times
consecutive because they had 9 the week before.
So they put it on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, Jalen Hurts is going to have to throw the ball, whether or not they can or that's in their game plan. They're going to have to figure that out.
And he's got a knee issue, but he said full practice today.
That's
so
what he said.
We'll
that's
find
what he
out.
said. But I like the Commanders here.
I want the Commanders to win because I sure as fuck don't want to see the Eagles and Chiefs.
I desperately want them to, but I feel they're going to. I'm not picking. I'm not making my pick on want. I'm making my pick on what I think's going to happen.
Like I said, they fucking put the Mike Tyson punch out fucking little Joe Mack against Mike Tyson and put that knockout punch on the Lions. And I hope they don't get steamrolled this week.
Me too. I mean, like I said, the spread's currently 6
because
points.
I know the Lions would have won this game.
Yes.
It just wasn't their week.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. It was tough. Like I said, the Eagles really should have lost to the Rams. So
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the Commanders, bud.
Yeah,
both of us.
Go Commanders.
All right. Next up, we got. This is
the big one
for the last however many years, 4 or 5 years. This has been one of the best playoff games every year. Buffalo versus Kansas City.
Yeah.
Be it divisional round, be it championship game, be it wild card weekend. This has been a game that has been fantastic every time they face each other in the playoffs.
This is everybody trying to get past Michael Jordan.
You're exactly right.
The Pacers couldn't do it. The Knicks couldn't do it.
Yes. The Pistons couldn't do it.
Yeah.
To be the best.
We're watching Mahomes in his greatness, and is anybody going to be able to beat him?
To knock him off the mountain.
Yeah.
And it's not
just him, but I'm just saying.
The team in general, yeah.
Yeah, but, the quarterback's always the face of the team.
They get the praise, they get the blame.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but to be the best,
Lamar
you got to beat the
knows all
best.
about that.
Yeah. To be the best, you got to beat the best.
Exactly.
And Kansas City is
Kansas Shitty.
Kansas Shitty.
I like that.
There we go.
I like that.
I fucked up on that too, but I like it.
I like it.
So Kansas Shitty is who you got to get past. So
yeah,
I'm taking the Bills. It's their time. Josh Allen with an MVP season. My guy, that guy right there, has willed his team to win when he needs to, when it matters the most this season.
Yep.
He's got to do it one more time.
They did beat the shit out of him earlier in the season. But, hey, Mahomes even said it. I'll see you again.
That's right. So we're both on Washington. We are both on Buffalo.
Yes.
Which sets up a rematch of the 1992 Super Bowl. It's the second of Buffalo's 4 consecutive losses, Dave.
Yep.
It's their second of 4 consecutive when they got beat by the Redskins 24-37.
Yeah.
So, but
that one was at least close.
Closer than the first one was the closest one against the Giants. Scott
Norwood.
Wide right. 19-20. Yeah. I'll never forget it. I probably cried. It was 1991.
In your starter jacket?
Hell yeah. My Zubaz. Yeah. My blue, red, and white Zubaz pants.
There you go.
I'm sure I rocked that shit, bud. So, yeah. Looking for a rematch of the 1992 Super Bowl.
It took a long time for this rematch.
It did.
Well, if that happens.
It's going to happen. Which is what we picked. Hey, they don't call us the wrong call for nothing.
Because we
sometimes we make the right call. All right? We're making the right call this week. We're making the right call this week, baby. All right, so that's it. We're both on Washington. We're both on Buffalo. That's our picks. See how quick that shit went?
Yeah.
Got another segment for you.
Yep. You guys like to lose money? You like to bet money? You like to think about money?
I like money.
Well, it's time for Bonafide Bets with Josh. Normally gives you 4 and not anymore, but we don't have any more teams, so you only get 2.
You're getting 2.
And it's only 2 for you.
That's
so
right.
Here we go. Conference championship games. Lay your bets. Show me what you got. Give it to me.
All right. 2 picks, 1's a lock. All right. First up, I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo. Because nobody circles a wagon.
Like the Buffalo Bills.
Thank you, Chris. I like Buffalo plus 1.5 at Kansas City.
Okay.
The lock of the week. The lock. Take it to the bank. This is the one you want to put all your money on.
Put it in CDs, money markets. Do what you want.
Wherever.
With it.
Savings bonds. My grandma used to buy them savings bonds when we were all kids.
Yeah.
I got like 20 of them little double E $50 bonds. They're probably matured in the last 40 years to. She bought them for $20. They're like probably worth $38 now, but I got a bunch of them.
Hey, that's called growth.
It is growth. Not great growth, not a huge interest rate, but I got a little growth.
But you're not losing.
I ain't losing, and this lock ain't losing either.
Huh?
This week's lock, the Washington Commanders plus 6 points over them Eagles.
So at Eagles home.
At Eagles home. So I think the Washington Redskins.
At the nest.
The Redskins are going to win outright. Oh. But we're getting 6 points in this. So if for some reason the Eagles beat them by 3, we win this bet. It's the lock. Take it to the bank, folks.
All right. Take her home.
+6. Bonafide bets. That's it.
Yep. There you go. Now you know how to lose your money.
We only got one left because when the bets start coming with basketball, you're all fucked.
Yeah. Then you're going to start betting baseball. And
I bet hockey, too.
You don't want none of that, do we?
You don't want none of that, do we? But it makes you feel good,
You can start
Dave.
betting women's volleyball.
I'm a degenerate. We've had this conversation.
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry about it. I'll bet something. I'll find something to bet. I guarantee it.
God damn it. I bet on whether that pinata
has
Super Bowl, Tootsie Rolls or Jolly Ranchers in it.
My Bonafide bet Super Bowl, the lock might be on what color the
Gatorade
Gatorade
is.
is.
You could probably...
the lock might be on what color the Gatorade is.
Because then you got all those prop bets.
Uh-huh. How long is the anthem going to take? How long? What song's the best one at halftime?
Give you more than 4 on that one.
That might be a big week, bud. We'll have to go about 6, 7 deep.
Bet on everything.
Gatorade color, that's the number one I like.
Yeah, that is always the number one.
And how long the anthem. I like that one, too. I always bet that one.
Those are 2 staples.
Yeah, got to bet those.
And then you always got first touchdown.
First touchdown, yep. Halftime, over, under.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be ugly. Hey, whatever betting account that you use, you get a break next week because we get championship games this weekend.
Renew your subscription.
Yeah, then you get a break. You get 1 week to rehash and, reload your betting account, and then it's Super Bowl week. So everybody's got to deposit then if you got to. So.
Yeah, or we could bet on the, not we, the Pro Bowl.
The skills challenge? Who's going to be the best linebacker? Who's going to throw it furthest?
Yeah, just whatever the hell they throw
fun. I'll bet something. Don't worry. I'll come up with something.
Hopefully they play dodgeball again.
We'll have
that was pretty fucking fun.
Flag football.
Yeah.
The kick of destiny. Got to bet on that.
Oh, the Mannings.
You want to talk about a good commercial, dude?
That was a good commercial.
Did you see the new one? I just saw the new one last night.
I saw the one with Peyton by the goalpost
with his mullet and his puka shell necklace and his hand.
Hand.
You're going to be a quarterback like me and Dad.
Yeah.
Great.
You're not a kicker.
Yeah, it's good
not
stuff.
If I make it first.
Not if I make it first.
Yeah.
That's pretty good stuff.
The Manning brothers are always entertaining.
Omaha Productions. Omaha!
Right. Well, we got third bedroom productions at Winterhawk Studios.
You know how many steaks that motherfucker got, Peyton Manning? Omaha steaks? I mean, come on.
They're probably still in his freezer.
Probably.
Yeah.
I love me some Manning boys.
But strangely enough, Omaha Steaks has some killer fucking lasagna. You should order that. Trust me.
For real?
Yeah. And they're Franks. They call them Franks, but they're fucking hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Yeah.
Pork lips and assholes.
Yeah. But it's fucking delicious, though. I'm just telling you. They have more than steaks
Maybe I'll
in
check
Omaha.
that out. All right.
Order a case. Use Bob and Tom code word for 20% off.
That's right. That's right. That is the Wrong Call Sportscast for the week. You have anything to add this week?
I don't know. Let me think about it.
I want to throw a thank you out to Bobby T. LOL at Instagram.
Yes,
check him out. Like I said, we had a little technical difficulty. We lost this week's episode on Tuesday.
Yep.
Robert came in. We had a good time reminiscing.
It was a
catching
fucking
up.
blast, brother.
Robert used to play drums with us back in the day when Yegi and I played in a band. We had a lot of great fun, great memories. Robert kicked Yegi out of his own band that he started.
Shit.
So that conversation was full swing and hilarious.
I did catch him off guard on that.
I'm really sad we lost that for you guys, but it's
I'm
good
sad
stuff.
too because I wanted to hear it myself.
But hey, we do what we do. We came back this week, get an episode out for you guys this week. We're going to keep doing it. We appreciate your input. We appreciate your likes.
Patronage.
We appreciate you guys listening. So, again, we are the Wrong Call Sportscast.
Hey, and thanks for making the right call and listening to the wrong call.
Absolutely. Dave, you kicked ass, brother.
Hey, Teddy, you kicked ass for the second time this week.
That's right. You damn skippy.
Bobby T, you kicked ass
Bobby
too.
T, you kicked ass too.
But sorry you're not here.
Yeah, we'll get you back down here, bro. We'll get you back down here. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yep.
We'll talk to you next week.